Right, so next plane we've got, actually it's incredibly tidy, isn't it? Very good looking little plane actually. So this is a Cessna 172, but it's actually had a 182 motor put in it, obviously a bit more power, it's going to fly a bit better.
So you're going from 145 horsepower to 210 basically.
Oh yes, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it is a big jump.
That is a big jump.
And it's shoehorned into a very tight cowling.
So does that mean it's quite a decent plane, like a quick plane?
So it's not as big as inside as a 182.
Yeah.
So it's narrower, but
then that should give you less drag.
Yeah.
So better drag coefficient.
But then you can't take much baggage. But then you're getting the power of the engine.
Yeah.
So it's really a good small strip aeroplane, you know.
So it's a small strip aeroplane with decent performance, but not a lot of load carrying.
Yeah. No, not as much as a 182.
Yeah. So the one. So what the motor come out of?
South of France machine in one hit, you know.
Sorry, you did say off camera then. What's the name?
It's a Reims rocket. Reims Aviation in France. They had a license to build Cessna types in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
Before they were Reims Aviation, they were a company called Max Host. Max Host's most famous two aeroplanes were a thing called Broussard, which was a military communications aeroplane, which was a bit like a Beaver, Canadian Beaver with a Lancaster tail.
Yeah.
And then they built the what was later became the Nord 262, which was a regional airline, a bit like a very large Twin Otter. But they are mostly known for building Cessna designs, and the rocket was basically a modified 172 with a larger engine.
I just noticed this side it's a solid window, and I'm going to say the passenger side, but I think Pete was saying that you fly from the left.
Left-hand seat always in an aeroplane, right-hand seat in a helicopter.
So why has only the driver got an opening window? Is that a reason, or is it just?
No, it's most aeroplanes, which are the Ulster outside. That's the same. A lot of them is only for the pilot to cool him down rather than the passenger. You know?
Yeah.
Some have opening windows. It depends on the type. It depends on the build.
Yeah.
Is it the original door? But then with a Cessna, everything has to be approved.
Yeah, so it's got to go through
homologation. You go to the
homologation.
garage, so to speak, rather than you do your own maintenance and checked by somebody from the LAA.
Yeah.
You know, because they're still commercial produce aeroplanes, it has to go to some maintenance facility.
Where it's got, like you said, every part
It's
has.
like in the freelance we looked at, because that doesn't exist anymore. There's only two. You go to the LAA and you have an inspector who comes around every year, checks it, and then checks your own work. And then it gets signed off. But this is like a car, goes to the garage every so many
Basically
hours.
has its an MOT.
Yeah. A very large MOT.
Yeah, which, let's be honest though, dropping out the sky is a lot worse than being broken down at the side of the road.
It's only the last inch that kills you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the fall, it's the stuff at the end.
So the 172 most common produced aeroplane probably ever, you know, used to be the 109, let's just say it, but now I think there's good 45,000 of these. They are the basic design and then modified as such, all converted. So he's the Reims rocket, but a standard 172 of 1970 is externally the same as a new one today. It's just what you put in it.
So it's almost the Ford Escort of the air. It's just hundreds of them.
So.
Yeah.
But then this is like RS Turbo because he's got the bigger engine.
He's quick, she's a fast one. So yeah, it's a stunning looking plane, to be honest. It's very tidy.
There are quite a few around. There's quite a few in Cornwall as well, or there have been over the years.
Yeah.
I can think of at least two that I've known since the 1980s.
Well, hopefully you like that one, guys. I've just been told about a very interesting one, so we'll go and have a look at that one now, because that's a really funny story to it as well. So let's go and have a look at that one.